Very excited to introduce Hannah Berman to you all. So Hannah Berman is a senior talent acquisition manager at Moonpig. And Hannah, you've just recently become finalist for the Diversity Champion Award. So I'm really keen to talk to you about that. And just simply really to start with, really why you think you've been considered for this fantastic award.
Hi Kerry, thank you for the intro. To be honest, I was surprised to be shortlisted. I think probably a lot of people would say the same thing. I guess my passion for diversity and inclusion and just that feeling of belonging, and tied in with my kind of business mind and thinking about like what impacts and benefits it could have for the business has really shaped the way I've done the work that we've been doing, and the impact that we've had has been really strong. And I think that's probably why bringing those two things together has been really powerful and had a huge impact.
Okay, and why do you think, from your point of view, it's important to lead a really truly diverse business?
Yeah, I mean, I get asked this question all the time, and I think there's just so many reasons. If I focus on, from a belonging and feeling like included perspective, like for me, that's people don't do their best work when they don't feel happy or safe or like they are part of something, or that they're represented. So for me, that piece around just in general, people doing their best work is so important, and just feeling, comfortable and safe. Like no one wants to go to a workplace where they feel, isolated or excluded. So for me, that's my personal kind of passion around diversity and inclusion. And then from a business perspective, for me, it's it's twofold. I think our product is very female oriented. So we have a lot of female customers or non-binary customers, and that means we are, building a product and, physical products as well for our customers, and therefore we need that representation in order to make sure that we're actually giving our customers what they want. And it's tricky to have just men in a technical team building a product with just men in a product team, then trying to represent most of our customers, which are not men. So for me, that's a really important kind of commercial piece there, and really making sure that we're representing. And then it's the diversity of thought, right? Like if you get a group of people into a room that are the same in every way, there is no diversity of thought. You kind of come up with the same solutions, the same ideas, and that's kind of not, productive, or it's not going to lead a team to be the best they can be and to really keep that bar. So there's those three reasons.
Okay,
probably.
Fantastic. And what steps do you think you've taken to ensure that diversity is embedded throughout the company, so all areas of your business? Quite a big question, that.
Yeah, it is a big question. I think what you have to make sure that you're doing is being inclusive of all parts of the business when you're designing or thinking about how to be more diverse and inclusive. So we take an approach of bottom up, top down, inside out, employees first. So for example, we have the leadership team who sponsor our employee resource groups, and they're very much connected to the actual employees that are doing a lot of work around getting and promoting diversity and pushing kind of new ideas out. An example of how that's worked really well is, we have an amazing card range now because the ERG groups worked with their sponsor in the leadership team and also the commercial team to create a really exciting product range that is really diverse. And so if you kind of make it a business decision as well as just a, tick box kind of decision, it really starts to impact more heavily. So I think that's probably the just tackling it from all angles and making people are included in the process of actually becoming more diverse, not just the people that are diverse.
Absolutely. So it infiltrates every part of your business. And from that, again, this is quite a tricky question, and it's hard to measure. But what results would you say you've seen across the business from putting these things into play?
Yeah, I mean, there are some things that you can measure, and I think, it's healthy to actually measure things. People say it's tick box, but unfortunately, to get things done, some things need to be, stated that we're going to try and achieve this and work towards it. And it's just like, for me, any other business goal, it's really important. And so what we did as a business was have two kind of key metrics that we went out to, the board and to our shareholders and everything, and said, we're going to try and achieve these by a certain date. So one of those was about women and ethnic diverse people in our wider leadership team. So our extended leadership team, and our aim is by 2025 to have 50% women, non-binary and ethnically diverse people in the leadership roles, which we're currently already achieving.
That's not far away.
No, and we're already achieving it. Like, we're already at that 50% mark nearly. So we would definitely kind of achieve that, and more obviously. And then the other one was around getting women and non-binary individuals into technology. And we've really, really pushed that. And we're at a point where our goal is like between 45 and 50% by 2025 as well. But we had a goal of achieving up to 32% women and non-binary in tech by the end of last year, and we achieved that and more. So we're at 34 to 35% at the moment, which is amazing. Yeah, really strong. And so they're the kind of metrics that we've been. In terms of like other things that we're doing that kind of have had a huge impact, our ERGs are so important. So we've got 3 at the moment. One is the LGBTQ plus committee. One is the Embrace committee, which focuses on racial diversity, ethnic diversity. And the other one is gender balance. So we're looking not just at women, we're looking at non-binary, we're looking at men as well, and how we can have more diverse across the business. So those groups really make a huge impact. There's kind of money put behind, budget put behind for them to be able to do projects and get themselves kind of embedded in the business. And I think that's been a huge success. And we're looking to start a neurodiverse ERG in the near future. So in the next couple of months, we'll start building that out as well, which is exciting. We do loads of talks and volunteering. So we have a partner called STEMETs, who are young women and non-binary individuals that are trying to see if they want to get into technology. They could be as young as 13 when they start looking into this, and we do talks with them and talk to them about why it's important to have diversity, why it's important to bring kind of diverse people into technology. So there's just lots of little things that we're doing outside of recruitment. Recruitment, we do kind of all the things that we should be doing, the stock standard things that we should be doing. But I think as well, the team really challenge hiring managers and educate them and support them in making the right decision, not just the quickest decision.
Absolutely.
And I think that's really, really helpful. We don't look at time to hire right now. We, of course, look at it in general, but we're not focused on time to hire. We're focused on getting the right person into the right. If that means waiting 6 weeks longer to get the first person into that role because it's needed, then that's what we do. And I think that's really helpful that we have the support from the business to do that.
And do you think it's felt all through the teams now, that approach?
I mean, I think so, and I'd hope so. There's always going to be areas of the businesses, of any business, that probably doesn't feel it as much as other business areas. Potentially our Guernsey factory, which is quite isolated online, and it's definitely harder to kind of infiltrate that group of people, a group of employees. But we are doing as much as we can across everywhere, thinking about all the business areas and all the different kind of locations as well. I think, in our engagement survey, we had really good diversity and inclusion scores. They were very positive. We have seen our Glassdoor rating for diversity and inclusion skyrocket over the years. So from the people's perspective, we are seeing that they're engaging and they're feeling more inclusive. Business is more diverse. So it's a good indication that we're on the right track.
Fantastic. Hannah, it's been so interesting to talk to you. Love hearing everything you're doing and everything that's going on in the business. It's very refreshing. Just to leave you on a note, just to say, best of luck. We know you're the finalist with fantastic awards, and best of luck for the future, and keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic to hear everything that's going on there.
Awesome.
Thanks,
so much,
Hannah.
Kerry.
Bye.